Welcome to our 2018 Information System video, where we will be presenting our final project, a small information system for Amazon delivery business. Every week a task was delivered. Overall, we created a data flow diagram, a stakeholder analysis, a prototype, analyzed the manager's requirements and the KPI, and finally created the BPMN. In this video, we will describe each task step by step by giving a small explanation and showing our own example.
In our data flow diagram, the level 0 is a context diagram that shows an overview of all the participants and what data is needed from each of them. As such, there are 4 external entities: the warehouse, customers, drivers, and the manager, which are connected to the central node. Our level 1 diagram breaks down the delivery system into the transaction processing system, which is the app, and the management information system, the MIS. A level 2 diagram further breaks down the MIS into its 3 component processes: customer service, route planning for drivers, and generating dashboards. At the same time, another level 2 diagram breaks down the transaction processing system into 4 component processes: logging into the app, checking the driver availability, picking up the van, and delivering the goods. Finally, a level 3 diagram is shown as generating a dashboard is one of the manager's functions, and it is done by using data from the TPS sent by the driver and the warehouse. This data is used to evaluate district performance, the effectiveness of each driver, driver absenteeism, and the success rate of deliveries. Picking up the van is one of the driver's functions. Picking up the van can be easily understood when broken down into sub-processes, such as checking van availability, maintenance and fuel status, and finally driving the van out of the warehouse. Finally, delivering the goods is another function of the driver. This process has been broken down into checking the route plan sent by the manager, picking and dropping off the parcel. If the customer is home, they sign a successful order, and if not, the information goes back to the manager stating that it was unsuccessful and that the goods had to be returned.
After explaining the flow of information between people and organizations to the DFD, we conducted a stakeholder analysis to recognize the various people that have an impact on our business. This was done in order to tailor our delivery service to satisfy the most amount of important stakeholders. We first listed all the stakeholders and separated them into three groups: internal, external, and connected stakeholders. We then placed them into a stakeholder interest table, highlighting which stakeholder had which interests, and then placed each one onto a stakeholder matrix, which shows the relevance of each stakeholder in terms of power and influence.
For task 3, we created a prototype of the delivery system, which is a basic mock-up of the app to represent the process. We produced a wireframe mock-up which shows the interfaces that the delivery driver will use. In this application, the driver will have the possibility to access information about the van status, the availabilities, and also about the route mode, which is direction, address, etc.
We created dashboards to represent our relevant key performance indicators, also known as KPIs, which are a set of factors that are used to measure performances and compare them in terms of meeting the strategic and operational goals. We constructed 4 dashboards which represent the driver's performance in terms of successful deliveries, absentees, daily performance, and changes in performance.
BPMN, or Business Processing Modeling Notation, is the global standard for process modeling, having 4 properties: standardization, simplicity, power of expression, and implementation within IT. BPMNs are used to specify business processes within an organization. Using all the previous analysis and modeling, we were able to create a model that accurately and exhaustively followed the process flow of the delivery business. Each relevant stakeholder was included, enabling the flow of data and communication, as well as the physical goods to be tracked throughout the process. This diagram was a culmination of all the previous decomposition. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.